In today's video, I want to talk about why HOAs should keep top of mind their cybersecurity. So I want to provide 7 tips that your board of directors or community association manager should have top of mind when it comes to cybersecurity. The first tip is backups. It's very important that your association is backing up not only your emails, but also backing up your association's files and also doing quarterly testing with all of your backup files. By doing so, if something were to happen and your files were to be held, at least you have them backed up in another location. The second tip is keeping in mind that not all antiviruses are the same. As mentioned, not all antiviruses are equal. However, the antivirus that you have should be bundled up with an EDR, which is Endpoint Detection Response. For more information on this, we'll provide it at the end of the video. The third tip has to do with your camera and access control systems. Most IT professionals will tell you that your cameras and access control should not be installed on the same exact computer that your manager, assistant manager, or team member use. That should be completely isolated in its own computers. Most IT professionals will also recommend that those systems should not be accessible online. They should be accessible via a VPN. That way they're not completely out there to the world. The fourth tip is a firewall. You can't tell you how many times we've been to an on-site property where they have their computer systems and they're connected to their management company. However, there's no firewall to protect the actual network at the property. Here at Affinity, we highly recommend all our on-site property to have a firewall. That way they're protecting the network at the actual association. The fifth tip to consider has to do with Wi-Fi. Many associations offer a great benefit of offering guest-free Wi-Fi services for the people who use the common area or use the clubhouse. What we have found is most associations are actually not separating their Wi-Fi network. So most IT professionals, as Affinity, we would recommend that you have a guest network where it's open to the public, and then you have a closed network, which would be either for your board members, your team members, but it's a closed network that does require a password. This is gonna allow for less opportunity for your association files to be penetrated by someone in the outside. The sixth tip is the management of your passwords. Whether you're a community association manager or you're a board member, please do not save your passwords on, let's say, that Google option that allows you to save your passwords. That's not encrypted and doesn't provide for good security. What your association should have on site is some kind of password manager. There's multiple organizations such as RoboForm that we use here at Affinity, where it allows you to encrypt your password and protect the password for the association and all of its dealings. And the seventh and last tip is having some kind of password hygiene. What do I mean by that? Is making sure that your systems are refreshing or changing, requiring your on-site managers or your board members to reset their passwords every 90 days. We highly recommend your passwords to be at least 11 characters. Nowadays, you'll hear a lot of cybersecurity professionals recommending using a sentence whenever you're putting your passwords, but just make sure that you're constantly refreshing those passwords every 90 days, or requiring your team members, I should say, to change those passwords. There are many more tips when it comes to cybersecurity, but here at Affinity, we wanted to provide you at least 7 basic tips. We work with great professionals that are expert in cybersecurity and experts within the association industry. Again, as I've said in multiple videos, we're here to share our knowledge, here to share our information and our contacts, because we're very passionate about community association management. So if you're a board member, if you're a resident, or if you're an association manager, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We can provide you 2 to 3 contacts that specialize in cybersecurity for community associations. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to give us that thumbs up on Facebook and on YouTube, and make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you want to reach us, you can reach us by visiting managebyaffinity.com. We'll see you at our next video.